Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the lesser-known but highly controversial covert operations of the Cold War, the sabotage of Soviet oil. This secret effort, spearheaded by Western intelligence agencies, aimed to weaken the Soviet Union by disrupting its oil production and exports. Oil was a vital pillar of the Soviet economy, and undermining this resource was seen as a way to cripple the USSR from within. In this episode, we'll explore the dirty tactics used to sabotage Soviet oil, the key players involved, and the long-term effects of this covert campaign. Let's get started. Why target Soviet oil? During the Cold War, the Soviet Union relied heavily on oil exports to fund its economy and military expansion. Oil revenues were essential for financing foreign interventions, supporting allies, and maintaining internal stability. Western powers, particularly the United States, recognized that by targeting the Soviet oil industry, they could strike at the heart of the Soviet economy without direct military confrontation. The strategy was to reduce Soviet oil production, sabotage pipelines, and disrupt infrastructure, all while keeping the operation covert. The dirty tactics of sabotage. Pipeline explosions and disruptions. One of the most significant sabotage efforts involved planting malicious software in the Soviet pipeline system. In 1982, a CIA-led operation reportedly inserted a bug into software controlling the Trans-Siberian pipeline. This triggered a massive explosion, causing severe damage to the infrastructure. Although disguised as an accident, it significantly disrupted oil flows. Faulty equipment sales. Western nations, under CIA guidance, supplied defective equipment to the Soviet oil industry. Pumps, turbines, and valves were intentionally designed to fail prematurely, causing production delays and costly repairs. This method allowed the West to undermine Soviet energy production without leaving a clear trail of involvement. Economic manipulation. The United States and its allies worked to manipulate global oil prices, flooding the market with surplus oil to drive prices down. This drained Soviet revenues, forcing the USSR to sell oil at lower prices, further strangling its economy. Covert intelligence and espionage. Western intelligence agencies used spies and informants within the Soviet oil sector to gather information and coordinate sabotage efforts. These operatives leaked sensitive data about Soviet oil exports and infrastructure, giving the West an upper hand in planning targeted disruptions. Why it was dirty. Sabotaging Soviet oil wasn't just an economic strategy, it was an act of covert warfare. The deliberate targeting of infrastructure not only harmed the Soviet economy, but also endangered civilian lives by causing accidents, environmental damage, and resource shortages. Moreover, this operation escalated tensions between the superpowers, pushing the world closer to direct conflict. The Soviet leadership viewed such acts as hostile aggression, contributing to the already volatile state of Cold War diplomacy. Impact and consequences. The sabotage of Soviet oil contributed to economic stagnation during the 1980s, playing a role in the eventual collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. The compounded effect of low oil prices, infrastructure failures, and internal mismanagement left the Soviet economy in disarray. However, the operation also highlighted the lengths Western powers were willing to go to secure their geopolitical interests. This type of economic warfare became a blueprint for future operations, where financial and resource manipulation became preferred tools over direct confrontation. Legacy and lessons. The sabotage of Soviet oil serves as a reminder that during the Cold War the battlefield extended beyond borders, into economies, industries, and infrastructures. While it achieved its strategic goal, the ethical implications of targeting civilian industries and essential resources raise important questions about the morality of covert operations. As nations continue to leverage economic tools as weapons, the legacy of Soviet oil sabotage underscores the potential dangers of economic warfare in an interconnected world. The sabotage of Soviet oil remains a dark but fascinating chapter in Cold War history, demonstrating the power of economic manipulation as a tool of war. If you found this exploration insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into covert operations. Let us know in the comments if there are other hidden stories you'd like us to uncover. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.